Hello everybody,
Hi,
welcome
guys.
back. So this morning, and if you're on the East Coast, around midday, noon, we did a little bit of mindful meditation and we worked a bit on emotions. Many people are finding it challenging to be in quarantine or even just to stay safer at home for this extent of time. So step one, take a look at what's coming up rather than pushing it away, rather than fighting it or getting absorbed in emotions, getting upset, being anxious, finding yourself depressed or angry. Just allowing yourself to ride the waves of emotion and explore the emotions. So if you didn't catch that video, you can still take a look at it and do some meditation. It's on the timeline. And once you do that, or if you want another activity, this is a great one to do. So I have a special guest with me today.
Hi, Maddie.
So this is Maddie, and she's going to talk a little bit about other ways to handle emotions that I thought would be fun, whatever your age is. And if you have kiddos, you might want to grab a pencil or some projects and let them scribble. Yeah, Maddie, tell us a little bit about how you handle emotions. Being home is a little different than going to school every day, whether you're not going to work or going to school.
So, when I went to school, a part of what I love to do is like when we would do like art projects and crafts. So I have this kit and it comes with like clay and then a book and this little tool, and basically you can make little like clay animals and food and stuff like that. Like, you can't see it, but
that's a little snail. Why don't you tell everybody? I mean, because you like to do art, and so many people do like to do art. But what makes that extra special now that you're home every day versus going to school?
Because I love to do art with like my friends and stuff when we went to school, and I miss like my friends and teachers at school. So when I do this, it reminds me of school.
Nice, nice. And I think it's important for all of us to do something that keeps familiarity of what we used to like to do in the past, even if we can't do it with the people we enjoy right now. So tell us a little bit about your process.
So basically, I'm going to make this snail. So basically, I take some clay.
So you're taking some clay. Can I take a piece of clay too, just to even, okay, a big ball of clay. So sometimes it's nice just to even have, and that's okay, you can use your tools. Sometimes it's nice just to even have an object, whether it's a rock or a piece of clay that you can mold, or a soft ball that you can hold and squish. And that can provide a break during the day while you may be on your video calls or trying to handle some other challenges while being at home.
Yeah. So basically right now, you can use like one color, but I like to use two colors and mix them together because it makes like a cool swirl effect on the shell, or even sometimes the body. Then I just like do that, and then it like crumbles apart because
it crumbles apart
because I left the clay.
And here's the thing, art can be pretty cool because sometimes, I don't know about you, but when I'm creating art, like this weekend we did some drawing, some figures and some heads and torsos and arms and feet, and some of my noses came out pretty funny, or my feet didn't really look like feet. And so art is a nice medium or instructional kind of challenge to help you work at what do you do when things are imperfect? What do you do when your clay crumbles, Maddie, and you're trying to, maybe you just got that shape just to where you want it and your clay starts to crumble? How do you deal with that?
Well, I don't really like it when that happens, but I'll just do it again.
Just start again.
Yeah.
Start at the beginning. Do you ever find it helpful to take a breath?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of another way to let off steam, right? So, what you have right there?
So I made the shell, which you probably can't see, and then I made the body. And for the body, I did another, like, I mixed the colors together. I haven't done that for any bodies yet, but I want to see how it looks. And then you take the little tool, and you can do this even if you have clay at home. And like we have a bunch of plastic spoons, so you can use like plastic spoons or just spoons or even knives. And then any like bakeable clay, because these are charms. And then you cut it in half to make, like, you know, with a snail, the little, what are they called, antenna things?
Antenna things on a snail. I'm not quite sure. I don't know my snail anatomy really well. But I like what you said. You know, you got a kit for making these charms with clay, but sometimes you don't have all the pieces you need, or maybe you have just a pencil and a piece of paper. You can improvise with whatever you have at home right now. It might not be quite as easy to get your Amazon packages.
So then there's this little thing at the bottom, and it's like a pointy thing, and you can use like a pencil, like you said, like that thing, and then just like poke little eyes or mouths like that.
So I see
And
you're
then
making a
it's snail.
face. Does that snail have any kind of particular emotions, do you think?
Yeah, he's like,
What's that emotion?
surprise.
Surprise.
But you know, all of my snails look like that. So
All of your snails look surprised. So maybe you're approaching
1,
life.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You're approaching life and looking with curiosity at all of the surprises. So, you know, I hope that this midday break was a little fun for you, and I'd really like to hear what you guys are doing to stay occupied. And, you know, in addition to being a fun kids activity, it's really nice to be able to get out of our left brain thinking side of our heads and just to step into some more creative space during the day. And I think that much more important when we're at home, maybe isolated from other people. So having creative ways to do things to make up for not seeing friends or teachers or our coworkers and family as much. And this is something that you can do on video as well. We've had some video chats with other people and doing drawing, coloring, clay, playing games. So don't be afraid to explore. And as always, pay attention to what you're feeling while you're doing these exercises. Can I ask you, Maddie, has there ever been a time where maybe you felt a little anxious or annoyed or kind of, you know, lonely, not having your friends around, and then you did some artwork and you felt maybe different?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. So you heard it there. Another good way to handle your stress of the day, and maybe when you get back to work or schoolwork or the tasks at hand, even if it's just laundry, you'll be more clear, more present, and a little less aggravated. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. We look forward to hearing from you if there's some activities that you've been enjoying at home. And also, if you haven't listened to the meditation from today or the previous weeks, just hop on to My Mindful Way of Life. In the timeline, you'll see some of those videos. So we look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks so much. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye.